No. All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Vampire the Masquerade V5 Chronicle. I will be your storyteller for this chaotic game, and these wonderful people will be our lovely coterie. This time, we are going to go ahead and introduce ourselves, starting with Sir Monolith.
Hi, yeah, I'm at Sir Monolith on Twitter. I don't do a whole lot there right now. Having a lot of fun with the intro series that you should go check out for this game on Ree's Patreon. And then we got another cool game on Ree's channel on Sunday nights, starting at like 5:30 p.m. Game on the same channel as this one. But other than that, looking forward to see what tonight brings with Anush, the Saracen Banu Hakim, who is just trying to get by and gather some power and do normal vampire things.
All right, and next up is the lovely Ursringer.
Oh snap. They let me in here on a Monday. What's up, y'all? I am Ursa Ringer. Y'all know where to find me. I be on Twitch. I be on YouTube. I be on SoundCloud sometimes. And I be here on ReeRoles. I be also be on the Cookout TTRPG. And I'm just here and excited to play Walt Reshi. the Tremere who don't know nothing about nothing. Next call.
All right, and last but certainly not least, Ari.
Hi, I'm Ari. You've seen me here. I play the lovable bard, completely just a bard tiefling named Layla here on Ree's channel. I'm also over on our good friend Kira's channel at the Cookout TTRPG on YouTube. I'm also over on the Bear Pen where I am a storyteller and a player. But here, despite how pale I look because my camera is trying to make me the beacon of Gondor, I am playing Sebastian de la Sombra, who is a very good boy.
Well, we will see how long that lasts. And unfortunately, the fourth member of our wonderful coterie could not join us this evening, but
We miss you,
hopefully they
Guy.
feel better, and they will be joining us next time. But as we dive into our story, we find ourselves viewing the city of Cleveland. For many, Cleveland is home. Cleveland is a city that could go by many different names and many different, let's say, epithets. But for the kindred of Cleveland,
City
it
of
is a
trash.
city of opportunity. It is a city that, once the beckoning has begun, numerous members of the Sabbat fled in droves back to the Middle East and whatever awaited them there. In their place, a fledgling prince, a group of the Hakata have come to a uneasy truce. And that truce has led to the creation of a coterie with the attempts to forgive old wrongs and to show the rest of the Camarilla that old debts can be forgotten and people can come together. As we join this young coterie, we find ourselves following a young La Sombra as they are beginning to prepare themselves for the evening. Sebastian, can I have you roll me your arouse check, please?
Yo, am I going crazy or do I hear birds?
Oh goodness, is that on the thing? Oh
Faintly.
no.
For me.
Oh, no.
We have finally failed our rouse check.
Oh, wow.
At least it's not a he's screaming in the background.
I mean, that's fair. Here, let me just turn up my gate a little bit. All right, so you have failed, and as you feel the gnawing of the beast at the very back of your mind and stomach, you come alive. You feel the feeling of the vitae rushing through your body. And how is Sebastian feeling tonight?
Given the events of last night, he's feeling better than he was expecting. He's mostly just relieved in the long game that everything's okay. But he has a sneaking suspicion that he might be getting into trouble soon.
No, trouble does have a way of finding you. This evening, would you be at your haven?
Yes.
Okay. As you are preparing yourself from the evening, there is a knock at your door.
It's your boy.
Because Sebastian is a proper man, he takes the opportunity to throw a shirt on over his pajama bottoms as he walks towards the door, pausing only to grab one of the knives he keeps around his house.
Pajama bottoms, as in his pants.
Pajama bottoms. He's wearing like sweatpants.
Okay.
So you threw the shirt on over
Yeah, he just put his shirt on. He was shirtless.
your torso. Okay,
Yeah, over the torso.
because I'm thinking pajama top is like the pajama shirt, and then pajama bottoms are the
No.
pants.
He's
Like,
not
put
as
shirt on your
clothing
pants.
allergic as some people that I play, but he
You kn-
wants to be proper when he opens the door.
You know who's to say that vampires don't experience morning wood? Perhaps the shirt was an extra layer of clothing.
Got a rouse
As
check for
you
that.
That's right.
make your way, as you make your way to the door, do you open it?
He's gonna look out the peephole first.
Okay. As you look out, you see standing there is a dark-skinned man. Maybe you guess is perhaps South African in descent. Standing there at a very nice black suit, black tie.
Is anyone he recognizes?
No, you do not.
Oof.
He's gonna open the door a little bit.
Okay. As you open the door, the man looks at you, and you can see now he's probably at least 3 or 4 inches taller than you are. And he stares at you in confusion for a moment before shaking his head. Would you be Sebastian Mickelson?
Depends on who's looking for him.
I come to deliver a message to the Sebastian. Are you
Then
him?
yes.
Good. And you see him reach into his suit, and he pulls out a letter that has been sealed with a very ornate wax seal. The symbol itself is something you don't recognize, but it seems to be written in kind of a flowy script. I do not believe Sebastian knows many foreign languages, and he hands it off to you.
He reaches to take it. Thank you.
He nods and begins to walk away.
As he's walking away, Sebastian's gonna click on heightened senses for hearing to see if he hears a heartbeat.
You do.
Filing that away. He's gonna shut the door. And then open the envelope.
As you open it, you find written in very beautiful calligraphy is a handwritten invitation. And you see that it appears to be an invitation to Elysium, where the Prince of Cleveland will officially take her position and will officially reveal who her court is. You know that an answer is expected as soon as possible. And I will say, with your recent um, joining, you have become more aware of the Camarilla's changes in etiquette recently, and you know that 2 days would be considered rude. So you have about 24 hours to make an official declaration of whether or not you will be attending.
Does it say what date is going to be happening? Is it tonight or is it end of the week?
Not tonight. 1 week from today.
He is going to gently put it back in the envelope to and he will before he heads off to go see his coterie mates, he's gonna stop by and do the proper thing of yes, I accept.
Okay. And are you going to find the prince directly, or are you going to look for a different representative? Or are you just going to go straight to your coterie first?
He's gonna look for a different representative, somebody that he's probably been in contact with before that he knows works in the court.
Okay.
Because he's not gonna seek out the prince. He hasn't been introduced.
Okay. Roll me an intelligence and politics roll to see if you would know who the best person would be to find in the situation.
And I'm gonna do a thing and rouse my intelligence. Dang it.
Does the hunger grow?
Yes.
And
But it's
as
okay.
you attempt to call on the power of the beast, you feel it begin to bubble in you, that instinctive need, that desire to control, to break, to dominate. You know, it's there.
Got 2.
2 successes. You would know the best option for you would be to speak to one of the ghouls that has been recently kind of taking over downtown at the casino. It would be possible for you to run into one of the vampires of court, but you know that at the moment they are all very busy gaining control of their respective areas of the city.
He'll get dressed, look probably dress up a little bit, because he's going into an area where there are possible ghouls of court members, so he doesn't want to look shabby when he accepts. So he's gonna nicely pressed black pants because he's a Lasombre. He dresses all in black most of the time. Neat blazer as he walks in to find a ghoul to just be like, I got an invitation, I accept.
All right, it doesn't take you very long at this time of night to make it down to the casino. And you see sitting at the front desk is a single person, a woman with kind of light blonde hair that's tied back behind her head. Do you approach her, and what do you say?
Is that someone he knows?
You've seen them before. You don't know them personally. You haven't really had the time to conversate with them, but you are aware that they are part of the court.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he will approach her.
And she looks up at you and smiles. Have you blush of life?
No. Hold on. We'll see how quickly this devolves. Ha! We're good. We're good on that one.
Okay. She smiles. Hello, welcome to the casino. But if you wish to join our members club, you can sign up over there. And if you are a member of our more exclusive VIP organization, then you can come with me and I will guide you to the lounge.
Good evening, ma'am. I received an invitation earlier, and I was
Our
simply.
VIP members are reminded not to speak of certain matters in a place where non-VIPs could hear them.
I am aware. I was simply RSVPing.
I will make sure to note that.
Thank you very much. I hope you have a good night.
Of course. Please enjoy your evening and make sure to come and join us whenever you have that itch to wager some money.
I will. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
And he'll head to go find his coterie.
Sebastian is making their way back to the rest of his coterie. Our camera is going to pull out, and we are going to find ourselves following a interesting character as they are preparing to find some, let's say, animals to hunt. As you are currently scrounging behind one of the nearby dumpsters. What do you look like, Walt?
All right. Basically, imagine a combination 16-year-old John Leguizamo, but like real thin, wearing a hoodie and tattered jeans, and is just generally unkempt. Long, dark hair, hazel eyes, light skin, homies a trip. But yeah, that's essentially Walt, particularly nondescript.
All right, well, let's see how well your hunt is going for you, Walt. Roll me your composure and animal kin.
It begins. Wait, there it is. Oh boy, one success.
Right. You've managed to catch about two smaller rats. So you've managed to kind of hold in both of your hands, and as you are kind of standing up and kind of doing your best to clean the dirt and whatever else is on your pants and shirt and shoes, you hear a voice from behind you. Find what you were looking for.
Walt is just like what he was just hunting, going to attempt to hide behind the dumpster out of sight. And obviously talking to him as a knee-jerk response.
Sure. Nothing seems to stop you from ducking down behind the dumpster.
And then he's going to slowly peer from behind it to gaze at whom is speaking to Walt.
You look over, you don't see anything.
And Walt's going to say to himself, I must be tripping, man. Yo, this is crazy. He
As
looks
you
down
say
at the
that,
rodents he's holding.
you see, coming from directly in front of you, a face materializes out of nothing. And to call this a face is being very charitable. You see that it looks like their eyes have kind of grown to be twice as big as they should have, and their skin has turned into this gray, dark, muddled mess that seems to kind of flake in certain places. And you get the smell of grave rot. And this person looks down at you. I had to see it for myself. You're Tremere, right?
What's that, man?
Where are your friends?
I don't know, man. They're somewhere doing something. I'm doing my thing. They're doing theirs. You know what I'm saying?
I would deliver the message to you personally, but I get the feeling you don't fully understand what I'm going to tell you anyway.
I don't even understand what I'm looking at, man. What even is she?
Let's just say I'm a recent recruit.
I don't know about that, man. I think the military like people like you, man.
Go find your friends. This will be easier to explain to all of you at once.
I know you're safe, man. I can't just be bringing nobody back to my people. You know what I'm saying? You gotta stay safe. You gotta stick together.
I have no idea if I'm safe, and I assure you, I am not. But you couldn't stop me from following you, even if you wanted to.
Well, if you was following me, why don't you help me
don't
find some
want
rats?
to. It was amusing to watch.
I didn't know this world was full of haters, man. I'm just saying. Fine, I go find my people. Dad, if you're gonna do something by spying on a brother, I'm just saying, I'm just trying to find something to eat. Walt's muttering that as he like kind of tries to stash the mice in his pocket and kind of stands up.
And as you go to look away just to put the mice away, you turn back and the figure's gone.
Man, I must have been too hungry or something, man. This stuff be crazy, man. They don't be telling me nothing about stuff like that. And Walt's gonna mutter as he attempts to make his way back to our sanctum sanctorum. Oh wait, that's copyrighted. Is it copyrighted?
Canceled.
Maybe. I have no idea. But you are able to quickly make your way back to the crypt. And you immediately notice Tansy's not here.
Tansy? Tansy, where you at? Where you at, girl? I mean, I know this your house. I can't just walk up in here like that. Like, I've been crashing and all, but Walt's gonna attempt to like heighten his senses for hearing and just search about, see if he can hear a presence or anything.
You don't hear anything at all. It is as quiet as the dead.
I'm just saying, And Walt's just gonna pretty much stick around in there because it's not like he's got a lot of safe places to go for himself.
It's open. It says you left it as you remember it from a few nights ago. But no one else seems to be here.
Now, is it an emptiness that would arouse his suspicion? Or is it an emptiness that's like, okay, Tansy's just out and about?
You don't see anything just looking around that concerns you per se. You don't see like signs of a battle or anything like that, but just don't see anyone else around.
Well, yeah, Walt's not gonna go back outside. He pretty much got what he was hunting for. And he's gonna cage his new little snacks and proceed to tinkering with his little chemistry set. See what he can cook up.
And Walt, did you make me a wake up rouse check already?
I did not. I will do that.
All right, roll that for me.
Alrighty. My mouse wants to act a fool on premiere night. This is tragic. I got it.
Well, as long as it's not on premiere night, we're fine.
Rouse and gain hunger.
So hungry.
The beast wants what it wants. And as well as you begin to tinker around with your chemistry set, not entirely sure where the rest of your coterie is. Hakim is going to follow another person. This one is kind of wearing a thicker hood who seems to be able to move in between the citizens without much of really in the way of impediment. Everyone seems to just kind of not so much as avoid him as they seem to flow around him. Anash, would you like to tell us what you look like?
Yeah, so Anash is a pretty clean-cut looking Persian man, about 5'8", short hair. It's a well-kept beard and mustache, also rather short. Hair's black with, being Persian. He's got kind of on the lighter side skin-wise because he's not in the sun very much anymore. He usually wears whatever he needs for the situation to help, him and blend in because he likes to not be noticed. And he also prefers blades to bullets. But, he's not allergic to bullets either.
All right. And as you are making your way, what are you up to this evening?
Well, this evening, if I'm wandering around a crowded area, I guess I should probably make a rouse check first to see if I'm wandering around for food.
Give me a rouse check.
Am I looking for food? Yes, I am.
Everybody getting hungry. We just started.
Everybody's so apparently that answers that question. You know, I'm out I'm out looking for food. Also, perhaps looking for uh, looking for ways to looking for information on the rulers of this city and more about them and their levers of power because Anash has future aspirations to do things and stuff, and so he's got to find out how to move on up out of the east side and probably somewhere else. He already has a deluxe apartment, but it's not quite in the sky yet.
And how are you going about discovering this information?
Well, I would maybe like if I'm out and about, I would have probably tried to find some contacts. Probably ask somebody for. I probably would have asked my Malwa if they had if they knew anybody in the city that I could get in contact with, or if I already knew somebody connected to the court to speak with, or to at least start inquiring with, just to try and learn more in the not necessarily guys, but because he's not lying when he says he wants to be useful, but he definitely has ulterior motives.
Okay, roll intelligence and politics, and then you can add your Mala rating to the dice pool.
Okay. So intelligence. Okay, yeah. So that would be no. I'm gonna rouse the blood for my intelligence because I have no politics at all. Let's see if I get hungrier. Survey says no. So that's started off on the wrong foot, went to the right one. It's okay. Oh wait, I should go to politics plus intelligence, and then so I'll be an extra 5 with Malwa and rousing intelligence. 6 successes.
Nice.
6 successes. You are able to contact your Mala for assistance. And your sire is not a person of lots of explanations. But you do find you and one of your, not so much as a safe space, but a space you frequent is a small note, like a post-it note, written in Arabic. And you know a little bit of the language, so you don't fully understand it. But you get the gist of the message is to find home, as far as you know, which to you would understand as to find your coterie, to find your haven.
Okay. Well, he's gonna pocket the message and look for a snack before on his way home.
Make your hunting roll.
Let's see if we run into any fun friends. 2 successes. Better than 0.
With 2 successes, you begin to hunt, and you notice several groups of people have kind of come out this evening, and you quickly realize that a hunt, at least right now, is going to be a bit more difficult. It seems, you aren't entirely sure why, but the city seems a bit more alive than normal. Perhaps there's some sort of event going on. You are welcome to attempt your hunting roll again. However, it will be a bit more difficult, and things may happen.
Well, he might spend a little extra time trying to see if he can find something that looks promising despite the challenge. And and if that, and he's going to be doing it on his way towards the, towards Tansy's place. That way, if it winds up turning into a wash, he'll be able to just kind of continue onward and deal with it later.
Okay.
So let's see what happens. Ooh, messy crit, 5 successes.
It's
Okay.
Anusha's night tonight.
You manage to watch for a bit longer when you notice a young man, maybe in his early 30s, maybe late 20s, who seems to separate from his friends to kind of head deeper into this alleyways and side streets. Presumably, Gus to be heading back to some apartment, and you are able to follow him without much of an issue. However, as you go to feed, you feel him push back against you, and the force he uses is more than you expect, and it's just enough to push you off of him. And when he does, he gets a good look at your face as your fangs are distended down your face. What are you going to do?
With a messy crit wow.
It is a messy crit for a reason. The beast does its thing, and it has its due.
Well, I wish you hadn't done that, and immediately just pounce on him and start draining him. Not like fully. I want to drain him to the point of like unconsciousness, where he's gonna wake up in the alley. Because I only need 1 point of blood. So that'd
Okay.
be 2 points, would it? Or
It would be more than two. Two is the most you can take from someone safely. So if your goal isn't
okay.
to cause him any actual harm, but if you wish to have him pass out, you can take 3, and I will give them a roll to see if they don't die. What will do?
Well, if we take 2, he becomes kind of like loopy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not like, hmm. Think I'll take 2, and is there like a pile of trash nearby or something?
I'll say so. You can find dumpster, trash cans, things like that.
Okay, I was gonna push him into the pile of trash and leave.
Okay. Just to make sure I understand, you are going to feed from him, but you will not kill him, and then you will toss him into the trash. Is that correct?
Yeah, I figured I'd get him loopy enough that he may start questioning, what he thought he saw, and maybe take his wallet or something. Make it seem like a mugging.
Roll me a d10 and tell me if you get a success or not.
What's the success range?
Just higher than 6 is a success.
Okay. 4. No.
No. You rush off into the night. Are you heading back to your haven? Your Clitoris haven? Okay. As you are arriving, you find a not quite tired per se, but you find Sebastian in their early evening glory as they are arriving at the haven. And I'll leave the story to you two.
So, well, I walk in on Walt, playing with chemistry set.
Oh, you just went straight in. You didn't say anything to Sebastian.
I figured we would both just be. Sebastian's not much for small talk, so I figured.
I feel like they look at each other and do the and just walk inside.
It's like wipes his mouth.
Well, y'all will see. Yeah, you will see Walt added as usual with his chemistry set. Hey, yo, what's up, man? Saracen.
Hello, Walt. How are you feeling tonight?
I'm still kicking. Hey, yo, Sebastian, I got a question, man.
Yeah, okay. First, what are we doing with the chemistry set?
Making me a little something. You know, you remember what happened last time. So I figured I need to make something so it ain't go like that. You know what I'm saying? Got to put a little something in it. Work something around.
You know, that's not a bad idea, given that yeah, that went sideways. So you know, you do that. What was your question?
What you doing a floating head to smell like dead people say something to you?
Huh?
I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
so-
come again?
I was out there, you know, getting me something to eat. You know what I'm saying? I was at a dumpster. And then I heard words in my head, right? So I was like, yo, maybe the mice are talking to me, right? It's one of them new powers. So I looked down at the mice, but then all of a sudden, this big old floating head just floated in front of me, appeared in front of me, talking about, I don't know nothing, so I need to go find my coterie. You know what I'm saying? So then I'm like, hey, what is you? And why you smell so bad? And why you seeing me watching me dumpster diving? And he was like, because it amused me. But anyway, you need to come back over and find your coterie because they're going to understand what's going on. So now I'm here and I'm asking you.
Well, you know, Sebastian, I don't know if you've ever encountered this, but I mean, when I drink inebriated people, I tend to get a little tipsy. Perhaps, and I heard a story one time about some rats that got into a drug shipment and were just unstoppable. You know, they just ate so much cocaine. They were like, maybe.
Very funny, man. I ain't eat none. I mean,
No,
I didn't eat any yet.
What was
Oh,
the
you
head
ate rats?
attached to a body or
Nah, man. It was just floating in front of me, man.
I honestly have no idea. My first instinct was to say Nosferatu, but they usually have a body attached to them.
Oh yeah, it said that it could kill me if it wanted to, but it didn't want to. So did.
Well, I mean, that's not hard.
That's what I was saying.
Oh, okay. So maybe a spirit of some sort. I don't really deal with spirits. That's more Tansy's. Where is Tansy?
Were you playing with a Ouija board?
No, and I ain't seen Tansy this whole time, man. I asked around for her. I did that thing where you know you increase your senses so you can perceive stuff better. You know what I'm saying? So I did the hearing thing. I didn't hear her moving around nowhere. I just figured she was out in the town. You know, like y'all be doing.
Yeah, she maybe she had, you know, family business. I'll admit you've got me stumped, Walt. I'm gonna say Nosferatu, and maybe you just didn't see the body.
I mean, I don't know. I thought that was normal. You know what I'm saying? I thought this is one of them things that happens to y'all normally. You know what I'm saying? Just like that one guy last time did all them things with them shadows. You know what I'm saying? You weren't scared from that.
I know we don't need to breathe, but did you try breathing in some of those chemicals?
I know how to handle my chemicals, man.
Oh, okay.
I'm a professional, kinda.
So, Walt, we actually do need our head attached to our body. Because if you lose your head, it's whatever possible afterlife exists, or many afterlife. You know, it makes us just like people, very dead. So I'm leaning Nosferatu because I know they can do the Heidi thing that Anush can do.
Were you watching TV, Walt? Maybe it was a movie.
Ain't no TV in the dumpsters, man. At least not plugged in. I mean, I had to find my fair share. You know,
Those
sometimes you can
handheld
find
ones,
gold
I
in them
guess,
old
you know.
ones.
Oh, okay. What alleyway was this?
Game Master, what alleyway was this?
But you weren't paying attention to exactly where you were, but you know it was somewhere about 20 to 30 minutes south of here.
Was somewhere in Glenville? Like,
Not quite in Glenville, just before that.
okay. As you can tell, Ree and I are Cleveland natives, so that's why we just sit here like, yeah.
Just rooting around in dumpsters like a truffle pig.
It was somewhere close to Glenville, man. I think that's where I ended up. I was just trying to get me something, man, that wasn't so close to here, because I know how you be doing my food, Sebastian. So
I'm telling you, I am not going to find you any more rats. They bit me enough already. I don't like them. They don't like me either. It is a mutual level of dislike.
I'm saying that I had to go hunt somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Because you be scaring away my food sometimes. So
I wasn't even around. You could have gone hunting around here. It would have been safer.
I tried
Can-
that before. I ain't find nothing.
You know,
I have
perhaps,
all of
Walt, you should start growing your own rats.
Can I
What
have
you think
all
the
of
plan
you
was,
make,
man? But I always get hungry.
Can I have you all make a wit awareness roll, please?
Ooh,
As the Nosferatu sneaks up on you.
it do be like that.
They are incredibly crafty.
Like, damn it, Carl!
Okay,
3
these
successes.
dice
Two
are going in the
successes.
trash because it was only 2 successes, and I don't like them. Jail for all of you.
It's very faint, Walter, but you hear laughing. It's very faint.
Hey, yo, somebody laughing at me, man. Is that you, Saracen?
I mean, I don't think I'm laughing. I could if you like, but did you do something funny?
I've
I don't
never
know, man. I hear something laughing, man.
I've never seen Anush crack a smile.
Oh, you ain't been around long, Sebastian. And you should be smiling all the time, man.
He's right. I am a very jovial individual.
I'm going to have to tell everyone that a Tremere and a Losombra are hunting around for rats.
I do
And,
not eat rats.
As the voice says that, you will see kind of pushing themselves out of one of the mausoleum spots, these sections where the coffins would go, is a figure. Then as you see the coffin that they are laying in crash to the ground, you see a man in kind of what was clearly at one point in time a very nice suit. But you can see now that the white shirt has been blackened with dirt or dust and sweat and whatever else. And the suit itself has been pocked with holes and sections. And as they kind of pull themselves out, you notice that their eyes look to be about twice as big as they should be, and their face is mottled in gray. And you see pieces of their skin begins to kind of flake off in portions. And as they step forward at all of you, this was worth every boon I had to pay for this honor.
Yo, that's the one that's talking to me, man.
Before you start spreading rumors amongst all of your cousins, I don't eat rats.
You can call me Tremere or something. Like, that's my cousin or something, man. That ain't my name. My name Walt. I told you, man.
I never said you ate the rats, but I don't think anyone's gonna care that you hunted them but didn't eat them.
For my coterie mate, I wouldn't do it for anybody else.
And I
So
appreciate that.
altruistic. It warms my long dead heart. It really does.
You still got one of those, man?
Walt,
In a manner of speaking, sure.
Okay.
Are there any other secrets you all wish to share?
His
Wait,
head doesn't
Dave.
seem to be floating, Walt. I think you may have been mistaken.
Good point. Why your head ain't floating, man?
Oh, you aren't the first person to ask me why my head was where it was, but you are the first to ask me in this context. It's a trick I picked up from an old friend back in '99.
1999?
Sure.
That's completely fair. To what do we owe the honor of you being in
Yes, I do
in our
not want to intrude upon your domain. But I'm here to deliver a message on behalf of the Herald of Cleveland. All three of you are officially invited to Elysium in a week.
So they opening the Heralds in Elysium, man? I mean, I didn't know you did a special invitation to get fried chicken, man.
Sebastian just opens his vest, pulls out his envelope.
Of course, no one ever lets me have the fun. But I imagine that the three of you are going to make this party much, much more entertaining.
Oh no.
Walt, don't bring any rats, please.
What if I get hungry, man?
Please.
You remember what happened
No,
last time?
absolutely don't listen to him. Bring as many rats as you like.
Walt, absolutely do. We will discuss this later. I have already RSVP'd, but I will do it again. Yes, I do intend to attend if I have to RSVP again.
So you got an invitation, and then I got this dude walking up to me.
It's a whole story, but yes.
Next, you tell me about Tremors and the Heralds opening up over in a place called Elysium, man. I didn't even know about no Elysium. Is that our superior or something, man?
So you know how we have this lovely establishment as like our base?
Yeah, man, it's the crib.
Oh, okay. So Elysium is usually
This
a
is gonna
building
be
where
amazing to hear how Sombra explain Elysium.
Elysium is a place we can all go and attend, usually at the permission of the prince who holds it. It is a big social get together, no disciplines, be on your best behavior, and no rats.
That's a straight up rule in there, man.
Yes.
Not technically. I would know. I am the keeper of Elysium, and I have not explicitly banned rats.
Well,
No.
very gracious from you.
Yeah, I appreciate that, play. You know how to keep a breast strapped up for some food. You know what I'm saying?
Perhaps you'll have, some of them. You'll have a separate food section for individuals like Walt.
Yes, I will place the lot of the rats next to the cats and right next to the rich art people.
I cannot see that going any way but well.
Yeah, this is trippy. I love it. So what's this about Tremere stuff, man? I ain't heard nothing about no Tremere stuff, man. That's supposed to be a new menu item at Harold's?
They're a clan, like how I'm a Lasombra.
Oh, that's what I was talking about. I was talking about her skincare regimen you use, man. You know, like
Are
them
you
bars of lotion.
telling me that he hasn't been told what his clan was?
You know,
This is going to be wonderful.
Anush, do you want to explain the Tremere, or should I?
Out of character, I wonder how much knowledge I have of the Tremere.
You can roll intelligence on occult.
So occult. Okay.
Yo, I'm having fun being this ignorant. I'm sorry, I am.
I got 2 successes.
You know generally who the Tremere are. They were betrayers who eliminated another group of vampires at one point. Apparently, they were demon worshippers or something. You know that they betrayed your clan, and are the reason, at least for part of the reason, man could not drink the blood of vampires for a very long time.
Hmm. So just to keep it simple, Walt. The Tremere are betrayers. They are a terrible clan. However, you are ignorant of all of that, so I do not necessarily credit you with the guilt of your forefathers who seem to have also left you out in the cold.
I appreciate
Oh,
that, Saracen.
aren't you all just the biggest family ever? Well,
Um,
as much as I would like to stick around here and to see what other wonderful things you all will share with me, I do have to leave.
you know where my
Am I
friend at?
able? Hmm, which friend?
I mean, this is something I'm supposed to tell him. I mean, I don't know the rules, y'all. Like, y'all be talking about secrets and stuff, man. I don't know. I mean, you know who the places is, right? You talking about you know where we live and stay at, and you be spying on me and stuff. You must know who I'm talking about.
I know who dwells here. She's busy at the moment.
Oh, she must be getting her hair did or something. All right, man. We good.
Oh, am I able to assume that all of you will be in attendance?
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna show up. I see why not, man.
Wonderful.
Wouldn't miss it for the world.
And just as a freebie, remember that your time, you are guaranteed safety to Elysium and to leave. Anything before or after that doesn't really matter to me. And he says that he's gone the next moment.
Y'all know who that was, bruh? Never gave him his name.
Well, he was very unnecessarily theatrical.
I believe I caught he said keeper.
Yes.
I mean, I didn't know nobody named their kid's keeper, man. I didn't heard.
Okay. So
Or a
I
title.
it's a title. They usually take care of Elysium in Camarilla cities, of which we live in one. They work for the prince.
Okay, so this is Harold Keeper, right? Harold the Keeper, and you work for the purple one over at Elysium. All right, I'm with you so far, man. I'm with you. You
And
gotta
I
keep
really
this state up.
okay. I really don't think we're okay. So we have discussed the prince previously. You know that they are the be all and end all in the city, right?
You know I'm playing with you, man. I'm sorry. Like Walt got to lie to you. It's canon. Like Walt understands. He was lying about the purple one Prince joke, but he
Walter. Walter, focus, because here's the thing. If the prince is called Elysium, the prince is going to be there. And if we mess up in any way, shape, or form, it is actually headless, because I'm assuming the sheriff's going to be there too.
Sebastian, we mess up all the time, man.
I know. Being dead, I did not think I could feel anxiety, but for some unknown reason, it's still here.
Yo, Sarah said, this crazy, man. I thought Sebastian knew we mess up all the time, man.
Well, the
I
most
am
important thing for you to remember is to relax and just be polite.
I can do that, man. And then I gotta eat something before I go. Because apparently some people want me to eat there, some people don't.
And don't lie to the prince.
feel like literally like you are meeting a member of the royal family, like that level of good behavior.
You
I
are
mean, I don't know about
meeting
you. I'm American, you know what I'm
God.
saying?
Y- y- no, I am born here. Doesn't mean I grew up here, but I was born here. Um, it's okay. Then think of like you're visiting the president.
I mean, the president lied to us. Why can't I lie to the president?
Because the Secret Service would probably arrest you.
I mean, ain't they doing that already?
I mean, as kindred, we don't so much get arrested as so much as the sheriff does a knock knock and we're all in trouble.
I mean, that almost happened before, right?
Yes, almost.
Okay, then. I mean, I'm gonna follow the rules. You know what I'm saying? I'm new around here. I do it your way.
From my invitation, it is the fact that the prince is going to formally introduce herself and the court. So I'm gonna just assume that this is the biggest get together we're gonna have this year.
Okay, man. But where my good hoodie?
Oh no,
No.
no! I am.
We could get you the shiniest hoodie imaginable, and it would
No,
still be immediate
no.
execution.
I have money. We are going to get you both a decent suit.
I've got clothes. It's fine, but Walt definitely needs some help.
What's wrong with what I'm wearing, man?
Don't worry, Walt will take you by, I don't know, do you have a good kindred suit person, tailor?
You know, it's I don't want to dress him too fancy lest they think he's pretending. I was thinking just like off the rack.
Ah,
So like if I could just get like measurements or something I could go.
we could go by a thrift store.
Ain't nothing wrong with a thrift store, man. We could save some money, you know what I'm saying? And also pick up some products.
Oh. Wait, what do you need now?
Walt just gestures his chemistry set. I always need something, Sebastian.
You know, like beakers, like what level of equality are we talking? Because I feel like if you get it from the thrift store, it might not hold up.
You underestimate my craftiness, Sebastian. I done made something out of nothing. You know what I'm saying? You think I got this whole chemistry set? And I didn't have to restore nothing. I got this out the dumpster. You know what I'm saying? I came from the dirt.
Did you say you started from the bottom and you're still at the bottom?
You already know, Saracen.
Well, all right, it's okay. We can help with that. It's gonna have to find a tailor. It's fine. You know, we could it's you don't want him to look too fancy, you said, so I thought thrift store suit would be fine.
Yes, we will start at the thrift store. And I am going to we'll be fine. Everything's going to be fine. Nothing else can possibly pop up currently.
I call shotgun.
I like that kind of I like that kind of self-assuredness. It's good.
All we need is,
Confidence.
you know, if I don't get in trouble for the rest of the night, I will be fantastic. I think we've had enough chaos happening in the past like 3 nights.
I mean, that ain't my fault for real. Some of it is.
We all slip. Just, some of us slip at the wrong time.
But we look out for each other. We're gonna be all right. Especially when you firing up that nice car. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be riding in style, low ride.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, we will do that. So what other plans do we have for tonight? Like, anything else going on besides suit shopping?
I mean,
Whatever supplies I can get at the thrift store, man.
perhaps we should do a little bit of homework if we can. And
Study, man. I got enough of that in school, man.
Perhaps we can learn a little bit about our new bosses to be, as it were.
That's probably important. All right, I'll do that. Do a little study.
That's probably good. I don't know exactly who the prince is yet. But we at least know the keeper.
Yeah.
The same cool.
Maybe we can learn a little bit more about the keeper. Maybe not. Who knows?
Not a bad idea.
Well, have you eaten? Are you feeling okay tonight?
With you. Or just directing it at both of us.
What's that?
Which you, or are you just directing it at both of both of
Oh
them?
no, I said Walt first. So
Walt. Okay.
it's okay.
Like, well, actually, I probably should eat before I do that thing where I look like I'm alive. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Well,
Ball's gonna feed on the mice that he captured,
just like
and then
toss them in
rouse
the
the
oven.
blood. Yep. Am I allowed to do so, Ree?
Of course.
Just popping those mice in like Skittles.
Roll it for me.
All right.
Roll the rouse check for me.
You got it. Yep, that's a hunger gain. I did the right thing.
All right. And the blood does begin to pump and course through your veins properly. But you feel the beast beginning to claw at both your mind and your stomach.
All right. How much did the mice relieve?
So you had 2. I will be nice enough to say it'll take away 1.
All right. So that puts me at.
Nice.
Is that hunger 2? Or hunger 3?
Yeah, just subtract 1 from whatever you're at now. Whatever you were at after rousing the blood, subtract 1 from that.
Yep, I get it. All right, we good.
Right.
I might have to pick up something on the way there, on the way home. You know what I'm saying?
You should probably pick something up before, definitely.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get something before we head back.
Now, just out of character, Elysium's not tonight. It's like a week from now, right?
It is a week from now, yes.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Also, more importantly, does Sebastian know anything about what transpired at the end of the prequel?
No.
Okay.
Sebastian wasn't there.
Wow.
Sure. Well, not for the whole thing, anyway.
Sebastian was there to a point, and then went home.
And then it was like, all right, fine. Then it was like, bye, Sebastian. Okay. Yeah. What? Trying to think. I guess. Well, we were mostly. I'd like to find out. Oh, actually, I'd like to. Did we ever? We didn't ever actually finish up speaking with whoever had kind of tasked us with our, previous task. We don't think we ever actually got that wrapped up.
No.
Would you say it was done in between? Would you say that we still need to do it?
You would have taken care of the official notification that you have at least attempted to do things well. So you've done that part, but if there's anything you wanted to speak with anyone about, you could still do that.
Hmm. Well, if we don't need officially, if Anash knows he doesn't need to officially speak with anyone about it, and we just need to like send out a notification or a tweet, if you will. um, he may not be inclined to go look for the people saddling them. But actually, you know what? He may, because there's not a whole lot else that he has going on right now. So, looking to looking to increase his own status, he maybe want to contact them and see if there's anything else we could, or he at least could maybe assist with. I can't speak for the rest.
Okay, so you wish to see if you can find some more stuff to do. That's fine. What about Walt and Sebastian?
You go ahead first, Ari.
Sebastian hasn't been told pretty much anything else, so he's just thinking about, right, thrift store, suit, find a nice suit, nix anything that's in hideous pattern. We've got this. It's fine. It's fine. We're going to have walls. We'll have walls up to shape by the time Elysium happens. Everything at Elysium will go perfectly. Nothing will go wrong. There might be slight anxious La Sombra noises, but he's keeping it to himself.
We're gonna get you a nice corduroy suit, Walt. Don't worry.
All right. And Walt, what would you like to do? Looks like Sebastian wants to do shopping and Asha wants more work.
Walt definitely wants to do some more tinkering and experimenting with his pharmacy kit the moment he gets some supplies. And he is going to basically, outside of that, do his best to just stock up on food and lie low.
Okay.
He's
so
trying to
what we
build
will
his
do,
farm, basically.
we will treat this like a smaller version of a project roll. So you each get a die pool to roll, and we'll see what happens based on that die pool. So we're going to start with Anash since they were first. You can roll either intelligence in politics or wits in politics to see if you could learn about any new information or anything like that.
Okay. Okay, can't do. I couldn't use like investigation just because
Sure.
politics.
I would say you could do politics or investigation.
Okay. Let's see here. Just to give it a slightly, just to double the chances of something useful happening. And you know what? He's gonna rinse the blood because he wants to get he wants to try and increase his chances here. So let's see. Hunger gain. Getting a little thirstier. Getting a little bit thirstier to increase his wits. Let's see here. 3 successes.
All right. With 3 successes, you know there aren't anything major pressing at the moment that you would need to look into. However, you do discover through more of a series of rumors that you managed to get from some lesser known kindred in the area that there are some people who are interested in some occult tomes. You know that there is a kind of a new age, like not magic shop, but kind of esoteric history shop. It has kind of come to Cleveland recently that is supposedly getting some new text in soon. And there are some people who are interested in it. You are able to figure out that you could probably earn yourself a couple of trivial boons if you're able to get it. If you're able to find anything actually useful amongst the number, you could probably upgrade that to a minor boon or even a major boon, but that's not as likely. So there's a little bit of stuff for you to do.
Okay, sounds good. Steal some books. Got it.
All right, next, we'll go with Sebastian since Sebastian was next. You can roll me intelligence, craft, and then add your resource dots to it. Let's see if you can put together. We'll say if you can put together 3 outfits that will at least be respectable for
So,
anything.
so this is just intelligence and resources because the boy's got nothing in craft.
It's unfortunate that style isn't its
Although,
own category.
with his former human career path, could I possibly add anything for that? Because
I
he would
don't
have to know how to dress
believe there
flashy.
is.
Were you like a design consultant or something?
Mm-mm.
I do not believe in your old work you were. I don't believe you were creating the outfits you were wearing before. So this is different.
Could I possibly argue performance? Because he's making them perform on a stage.
That's so sad. You call me a runway model.
Just grasping at those straws.
That's a bit of a stretch
Okay,
over
fine.
what performance does.
You know, I was
I can appreciate
hoping.
it. I can
There.
appreciate it. Hope and a prayer.
What is okay? No, I am spending willpower on these. These dice are all traitors.
One dice in
That's
jail.
3 successes. And I officially hate all of these dice. I'm about to put my fate in Dicebot's hands, and that scares me.
You know, Dicebot was really good to me last week. Really good.
I will tell you what, Sebastian, a bit of a devil's bargain here. With 3 successes, I will say you can construct 3 okay outfits, or you could construct 2 decent outfits, or 1 good outfit.
This would just be for really. He's only creating for Walt. Anush said he got his, and I know Sebastian's got something Elysium appropriate. So I think he's just going to do for Walt.
Okay.
Because if the court finds out that Walt is a Tremere and showing up in a hoodie
a sack of rats
with rats, he's looking out for Walt.
Ooh, you know what we could get for Walt? We could get him like a little flute, and then he could play that, and the rats will just follow him in.
You are able to construct a pretty good black suit. There are definitely sections where you can see where it's clear that it hasn't been tailored to anyone in particular, and you're able to kind of take some pins and kind of tighten up some areas and let some other areas hang a bit freely, so it almost looks tailored if you don't look too closely. You figure it'll probably get through the night, as long as Walt manages to avoid probably every toreador ever, really. Maybe the Venture as well.
About to get roasted. What are those?
He's like, I'll have him pull a Lasumber and stand in the dark corner. It's fine.
Right, but it does take you a few hours of going through stores, some Walmarts every once in a while, but you managed to pull it off. And last, but certainly not least, Mr. Walt Bresci. And you want to work both. Was it on hunting rats or for your chemistry pursuits?
I'll make it more for expanding and actually creating a rodent farm. He already got food. He got peanut butter. He trying to breed them. He trying to get a food source for himself going for ease of access.
All right, so we're gonna make 2 rolls for you. Roll me an intelligence and craft to see how well you could put something together.
Okay.
You can do rabbits too. Rabbits, I hear they breed like rabbits.
Oh yeah. 3 successes.
Okay, I'm not the greatest. Probably not going to win any competitions for engineering anytime soon, but just for rats, it'll be okay.
Quick question.
Sure.
How do specialties fit in?
It adds an extra dice to that pool.
Oh,
if the
well, I got
specialty
household
applies.
repair, which would apply to crafts, because he's had to stay in some ghetto areas, make some things
Really?
just to make it work. I'm just throwing it out there.
That's
I could
no, no,
argue
no.
he is proofing it against them escaping into Tansy's house.
Hmm.
Sure. Roll a dexterity craft roll.
So just dexterity craft instead.
This is the second roll. The separate.
Oh,
the
second
one.
roll.
You can add
Okay.
the extra dice to this pool.
All right. So for modifier, just put +1.
Yep.
But I have to like do it separate D10 through roll 20. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm ignorant.
It should work if you just add the modifier of 1. I believe that should add
Okay.
it since this is view 5.
2 successes.
So the image that you were trying to create sort of looks like this one. You know, there's a resemblance. You're pretty confident it should be able to stop most rats. Probably.
But if it don't work, and I was diversifying the rabbits.
All right. And towards, we'll say about 3 hours later, you all are able to gather back together after you have completed your goals, and you all find yourself sitting back inside of your haven.
Like some. Oh wait, I was just getting information. We haven't actually done any of the. Oh, kitty cat.
Yes, you just you just know about the job. You have not actually done it.
Kitty cat.
I want you to know the only reason he's being held is because I was being bullied.
Oh yeah. It looks like you're being bullied.
It's terrible.
Actually, I
This
think
is
now is going to be when we are going to take our break because I'm like 5 minutes late. So we're going to come back in 15 minutes, everybody. So feel free to sit here and see where these people are going to get into next. Maybe, see if they survive or not. Who knows? But we'll be back.
It's always a toss up, 50-50.
All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Our coterie is ready to go after, let's say, hodgepodging some things. Yes.
camera issue.
Oh, no, you guys did move.
Somebody turned their camera off.
Oh, no, hold on. All right. I've got it. All right. Well, ignore that because our Sombra is causing problems again. But anyway, so as you are getting back together, you all have finished. Sebastian, you have your suit ready to go. Walter, you have this very strange contraption that is arguably more complicated than just buying a regular, mouse or rat trap, but it will work. And I know
The money
you
get for it
have
though.
information. So with that, I give the story to you all. What would you all like to do?
Well, Anash is going to bring the information he has gotten about some, possible rare occult books that need to be swiped to see if anybody else may be interested in going out and having a little bit of fun.
I don't know, man. You remember Renato told us to lie low, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, okay, so like we just need to steal books.
Some particular books. It seems that there is a up and coming occult store in the area that's been getting popular with the call it the occult enthusiasts, humans, but apparently they deal in supposedly some things that are real. So, some people have some interest and they willing to trade favors for.
Oh, okay. Why can't we just like buy the books?
I mean, well, for one, I don't know what they are. I wasn't giving any. Nobody was giving me. Nobody gave me any specific names. They said it was a new shipment or whatnot of pieces that were coming in. I'd imagine we could buy them if we knew what we were looking for, but they may not be for sale. Perhaps they're reserved. Maybe, I don't know. We need to do a little more digging, but that was the limited information that they gave me.
I mean, if we could buy them, I feel like that would solve us just a little bit of problem, and also keep our promise to lay low.
Oh yes, that. I mean, we obviously we can just go and start by speaking. Walt is quite the talker, as it would be.
Yeah, man, but when it goes wrong, it tends to go really wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's okay because it's I don't know as though I'm worried about anybody attacking you with a machete in a bookstore.
Well, there's attacking me with a machete, and then there's me being all over YouTube or something, man.
I mean,
I got warrants, man.
Well, it's an occult bookstore, not a Barnes and Noble, so.
What?
Y'all know when they made.
How do you have warrants?
I ain't paying the money.
What
I owe a lot of money.
So I put a warrant out on you?
Yeah, that's why I got bounty hunters after me, man.
I thought all they did was ding your credit report.
You don't know how much money I owe, do you, Space?
How much money do you owe? Wait, did you steal the money?
I ain't steal it. I just took out a lot of student loans.
And
Can't pay them back.
By student loans, do you mean from shady characters? For I don't know, bets at the track?
Nah, man, see what happened was I took out student loans. I tried to make some investments. Ain't none of them work out, you see. So when it was time to pay up, and I was still in college, trying to do my thing, that's when I got bit. And then I started failing on my classes, see. And, I had a lot going on, so it ain't like I could just walk out and get a job, you know what I'm saying? So next thing you know, I owe a lot of money. And then they assumed that I didn't enroll. So that thing where it don't accrue until you leave, till you graduate, that kicked in. So I've been dead for years, and I've all that interest built up.
Couldn't you have just,
They
faked your death?
bounty hunters after you if you don't pay student loans?
If you owe somebody a lot of money, they get somebody.
I think he got chased after by a gangrel bounty hunter. That's why he eats animals now.
I mean, I would have assumed he owes Avengers some money. They always get their stuff.
What is y'all talking about, man?
Oh God, this could be no. Let's go look into the books. Let's go ask around about the books.
Yeah, sure, nothing will go wrong. The book seems like a good, safe, relatively speaking, pursuit. Yeah,
we're just asking questions about upcoming stock.
Yeah, we just we're interested in buying some books. Perhaps we're interested in buying some books. Don't try to get too fancy with it.
All right, man, but if somebody recognized me, I'm running right back to the car, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to get caught.
I'm sure stopping inside the car will stifle your pursuers.
Hey,
Don't
man,
worry
you'd be
about what-
surprised, man.
I'm just worried that like this book. Okay, first off, we're going to see who runs the bookstore, because if we're like messing with like the chantry, I don't want to steal from here.
They got a Facebook page or something?
Yeah, what is the name of the shop?
That's a good question.
Did you get an address?
I'm sure I could phone a friend and get one. I don't know if Rita can really provide me with that.
Yes, you are aware that the address is very close to St. Clair, actually. It's not that far from where you
Oh,
are.
snap.
And you know that the store is called Nubia's Embrace.
Oh, I see what you're doing out here, Ree. I see what you're doing out here. You ain't slick.
Did they give me any further information about like who runs the store or owns it
No.
or no?
No.
Okay. Yeah. So store's named Nubia's Embrace, and they didn't really give me much more than that to go on. Nothing about an owner or.
So we do. I feel like we should do this properly and do recon first. Go in, scout it out, look around. Because if there's any Tremere stuff, I'm not stealing any books. I don't really want to
We were talking about buying them in the first place, so
Well, I mean, yeah, if we can buy them, yeah, I'll pay for them. I don't really want to like, I don't know fully what all they can do. I've heard rumors.
Hey, Shasta, why don't you check them out on Facebook, man?
What's Facebook?
You know, got a web page. You know what I'm saying, man? Upload stuff. That's how you know what be going on around town, man.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Come on, Shasta, you can use the internet, right?
I don't know what this internet is you speak of, but I have seen a book before that had a face on it. Is this a real book? I don't know if it's a book that's going to give us information we need here.
Walt face palms, like, all right, when Tisha gets back, we gonna tell you all about it, man. We gonna tell you all about it. Sebastian, I'm sorry, man. But I know how you is with your cat.
Don't you have a phone you could use to look it up?
I told you this, man. I ain't got no phone, man.
Okay,
They track those.
Does Tansy have like a computer or a tablet? I mean, not that I'm going to touch it.
I ain't going through her stuff, man. She's nice enough to let me stay in the house, you know what I'm
saying? Oh, heavens.
All right, then.
We're just going to go and look around. Like, we'll just go and look around.
Yeah, just gonna do it like, just gonna do it old school beat cop style.
Yeah.
I saw that movie. All right, let's do it.
All right. It sounds like you all have made your choice here.
Indeed.
And I will assume that the La Sombra is not the one driving the car. Is that correct?
Sebastian has a very nice older car with no computer chip in it. You know, he might.
It's up to you.
He doesn't mind driving, and he really doesn't trust anyone else to drive him.
His car.
Sebastian has an old Rolls and just rolls around in their Rolls.
All right.
I'll be honest, Sebastian doesn't have the money for a Rolls.
The car ride over to this shop is pretty uneventful. The city streets, at least in this section of the city, are pretty empty at the moment. You pull up and you see that the light is still on inside of the shop, and you do see sitting like maybe half a block away is a police cruiser. You can see that there's two officers who are kind of just sitting on the hood, and you got them maybe taking a break or something like that.
All right.
Do you want to do?
Walt sits down in his seat.
Do we need to be wearing anything special for the occult shop? Do these Do we need special hats or robes or something?
You know, I think you can just walk in looking normal.
Hmm.
We're just interested in the
Excellent.
occult. Like we saw it in the area, we heard about it. We're just here to look at books.
You didn't tell me the Pavo would be out here, man.
I just want to look like, I want to look as I want to look like as much of a sucker as possible.
You see, he reaches down, he takes off one of his necklaces and just hands it over and goes, "It's an amethyst. You'll at least look crystally."
It's my healing crystal. These guys gonna be like, "Shows what you know. That's not even the right crystal, bro."
I ain't trying to get profiled, man. I don't know if I should stick with you or stay in the car.
Well, I'll tell you one thing that's not good to do, Walt, if you're trying to avoid attention, and that is to nervously look at the people you're trying to avoid attention from. And
Oh, he's saying down in the
things
seat,
like
big time.
don't look at me. You don't see anything.
Oh, okay. So how about this? Walt can stay in the car and just pretend that he's waiting on us, which he is, to come out of the store, and he can also keep an eye out.
Yeah. And that way he doesn't bring any rats in the store. It might piss off the.
I don't take them everywhere with me, man. Come on now.
I figured you just carry them around as like a snack.
If he can catch a whole bunch, then yes. But since he cannot, no.
You just hear little cheeps coming from his pockets.
I wish he had that many, but no. He'll get in the back seat and sit in the back seat behind the driver's side.
Okay. All right. And then I assume Anosh and
it's too bad.
Anosh and Sebastian are heading back into the store.
Are you sure you want to leave him here, Sebastian? I mean, he is quite the talker.
I trust his self-preservation instinct for not getting arrested by any bounty hunters or anyone he owes money to kick in, and him to behave. But if he ruins my car, I might have to do something drastic.
You're the first.
That's fair. That's fair. Well, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Exactly. Let's go in here and look at books. This ought to be interesting.
Right.
So, what kind of books do we? Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Yeah.
As you enter as you open the front door, you hear that chiming of a bell go off. And as you do so, you see a figure towards the back side of this room kind of look up, and you can tell at a distance they are pretty tall, maybe 6'7", 6'8", kind of wide-shouldered, and they're wearing kind of an African style dashiki. And as they kind of look up, they begin to approach you all. Good evening. Good evening. Well, it's a little later than normal, but if there's anything I can help you with, I would greatly appreciate it. And, well, we do our best here to make sure you get all of your magical needs.
Appreciate that. I am a new interest into the occult, so I wasn't sure if you had any like beginners stuff, any reading materials you would recommend.
Of course. He does kind of gesture to a corner of the shop. You can find most beginning things over here. Some tomes on the history of cults from Egypt to Crowley. Some debate over the Philosopher's Stone, if that is what you are interested in. Is there anything specific you want to know about?
A little bit of everything. It sounds like a good place to start. Dipping my toes in, and we'll go from there, see what interests me.
And he does lead you over, and you can see that there are a long, kind of not quite large by bookstore standards, but for a smaller shop, there's a few sections here where you can get a few professionally hand-bound books, not hand-bound, but professionally bound books. Roll me an intelligence occult check.
Okay, so I'm rousing for intelligence. Oh, thank heavens.
The beast.
It's not his role. 3 successes.
Even you are able to look at these, and most of these seem to be not very special. Some of these look like you could probably find them at a dollar store, maybe a library. Nothing exactly screams out to you, actually magical.
So just a question, because I've heard if I wanted to get say that something interests me, do you also have books for higher learning as well?
Roll me a charisma, persuasion, or manipulation and persuasion, either one.
I'm gonna do manipulation because it's better. Can I add my pretty boy looks?
Sure.
Yeah.
Being attractive, I suppose, can help you here.
He's pretty. Um, I don't know if I can cuss on this channel.
We already had advisory
Go
warning,
on.
but it's Reed's call.
Sure,
I'm
go
waiting.
for it. Go
For,
for it. Go
first
for it.
off, fuck these dice tonight. I'm spending another willpower. 6 successes. I hate these dice tonight. They are not friendly.
You see him kind of consider it for a moment. Well, the shop owner does have a bit of a private collection, though they don't usually allow most people to see it. It's kind of their uh, pride, they take a great, they're very protective over it. But I suppose I could let you all look over at least for a little while.
Oh, you're not the owner? I just assumed.
No, I work for him.
Oh well.
Well, if you wouldn't mind, maybe if I see something interesting there, you'll have a beginner book. That's a good place to start.
Yes, I would be most gracious. I have seen some of these items before at other uh, larger chain stores, and I was wondering too if there was maybe something that was a little more uh, special. So that would be outstanding.
Oh, well, okay. Just uh, be careful. These other books are very, very delicate. And he does lead you back, and you see there is a section in the store that is kind of covered by more of a braided rope style doorway, and as he kind of steps through it and pushes past it, you see behind that is a rather thick looking metal door. And as he places a key that is around his neck inside and opens it, all right, be very careful and don't touch anything. And as he
Uh,
flips on a light, do you want to say something, Sebastian?
he's just agreeing, absolutely not going to touch anything, and he puts his hands like in the pant pockets.
Oh yes,
Okay.
old books are very delicate. You know, one must exercise caution.
And this is a private collection. We do not wish to destroy any of the items. It's
Mhm.
respectful.
All right. And as he leads you in, this room is a bit smaller. It's just large enough for the three of you to stand in it kind of together. And as you look around, there are 10 books in here. Some of them are in languages that you are unable to read, and the other two are in kind of rolled up scrolls that are kind of set inside of a glass display case. Um, right, 12. This one here, and he points to kind of a thicker black book. This one is it's one of the earliest copies of Dracula, written by Bram Stoker. Uh, this other one, I believe, is a copy of the Book of the Dead, as from ancient Egypt, if the stories are to be believed. I'm afraid I don't know what the scrolls are. These two here are books, very old books. I don't know entirely what they are. Owner was very hush hush about them. And then these last four here. These ones are a four-part set. They are supposed to tell the story of, oh, what was her name? Elizabeth Bathory. But I can't speak French, so I'm unable to really read any of them.
Ah, we. How
Yes.
are I feel I should inquire since you gave us you did us the favor of showing us this beautiful collection. Um, how much is it?
Well, these ones are unfortunately not for sale.
Oh,
These are part of the personal collection. Honestly, they're only still here because the owner is very busy and was unable to transfer them to their personal library. But well, it is always good to see what kind of things are out there, especially for people you interested in the occult.
yes, no, absolutely. Very. I mean, it can be hard, because there are lots of fakers out there and charlatans looking to rip people off. So it's always good to come across a good honest shopkeep willing to impart some, share some wisdom, someone like myself and my friend here.
It was a real honor to get to see the collection. Um, Perhaps if you have like something in the beginners area for about the Book of the Dead, that seems kind of interesting to learn more about.
Sure, I'm sure there's something on Egyptian mythology. Oh, well, come, I will show you around, and we'll see what we can find. He does begin to lead the two of you out. And once you leave, he will take the key from around his neck, lock the door, then slip it back into his shirt. All right, come. Sure. And you see him kind of begin to run his fingers over the spines of the other books before he does pull out a book that's a bit more weathered than the other ones. Not bad shape, but it's very clear this one has been removed a few times. Well, this one is Egyptian mythology and the defines of the age. You should be able to learn about Anubis and all you would like, I imagine. At least well for a beginner, anyway.
That would be a wonderful start. I will buy it.
All right, this one is going to be 19.99.
And he will, as per usual, pay in cash.
All right. He does take that over, and I'll run the transaction through the register, and after a moment or two, you're given a small plastic bag with the image of a pyramid and then a river going down the front of it. I hope you
Important
do intend
question.
to us. Sure.
Was there sales tax?
Yes.
All right, I'm just asking. I'm just saying. If they ain't paying their taxes, we got more questions.
Yes, there are. It is a legitimate business as far as you all can tell.
It can be
So
Officer,
this
legitimate.
is,
officer.
as far as you all can tell, everything is fine. And while that is happening, Walt, what are you up to?
He's just chilling in the backseat of the car. He is not trying to get in any trouble.
As
I
you
thought
sit
Trouble
there,
was Walt's middle name.
you notice that there are a group of three kind of larger. They almost look like eagles or hawks that are just kind of flying overhead. Every so often, they kind of circle back.
Boy, see, this is a problem. Do I risk it? rouse the blood. I should, just in case.
Let's say risk what, pray tell?
Because if he's coming off as like carrion or something, you know what I mean. All right.
Well, it smells so bad.
And hunger gain.
And what is your current hunger?
I think 3.
Okay. All right. And what would you like to do?
Just appear human. More human, yeah.
All right. Your features are flush with life, and it's a bit weird to feel your heart beating, but it's something you've grown used to over time.
But yeah, he's taking notice of the birds, but he's just trying to be like, I'm human. I'm in this car, you know what I'm saying? The cops is out there. I'm just chilling. Like that's what's going through his head.
Okay. And you notice after a few minutes, the police officers, so they're about a half a block away, they do get back into their cars and they do a turn and then head back past you and disappear out of view after a moment or two.
While still staying in the car, he's gonna be a good boy.
Okay. And as you're waiting, a few minutes later, your companions come out. They seem to be holding a bag in their hand, and they seem somewhat happy. They're certainly not disappointed. And a moment later, they are getting back into the car.
Welcome back, y'all.
Hey, how'd you do? Anything interesting?
No problems, but there were some birds flying around over here for a little bit.
That's weird. Anush, I hate to tell you, I think whatever books that might be here that they're looking for probably are in that private collection.
Probably, which means we need to get that key.
Are y'all sure about that, man? Y'all still want to follow through with that?
Well, I don't know if there be at this location or at the owner's private collection.
Well, we weren't able to, he didn't tell us who the owner was, but he did say that these owners seem to have a particular, you know, I mean, obviously there's something if he has them locked away.
But that's the thing, though. If they too powerful or something like that, you think we should just go breaking into anybody's private store stuff? You know what I'm saying? Like, we might make the wrong person mad before this, you know, that thing downtown.
I mean, I was gonna just ask Tansy because I know when she gets back, she should probably be able to do a Google search or something along those lines. Might get us more information.
See, that's smart, Sebastian. That's real smart.
I have my moments.
She walks into that bookstore with something going. It might melt all the books.
We're not going to let her melt any books. This is not going to be the police station all over again. This is not. It's.
That would be unfortunate.
I mean, if it happens, I'm the last one to stop her, man. That's all I'm saying.
Well, let's head back. Maybe she's back by now.
Yes, perhaps we can put our heads together.
I thought y'all was gonna get some food before we went home.
Yeah, I should probably eat.
Yeah, I could probably eat.
I'm gonna get me something too, man.
Yeah, a little peckish.
Okay. Well, okay. Yes. Let's go get something to eat.
What time of night / morning is it, Ree?
Right now, you're getting close to maybe 1 a.m.
Oh, we don't got a lot of time. Okay.
Yeah, you've got roughly 5 hours till sunset, which is 4 hours until I believe all of you will
sunrise.
Yes. Okay. 5 hours till sunrise, 4 hours until most of you will fall into day sleep. Excuse me. That's what I'm saying. All right.
Okay.
If you wish to hunt, roll me your hunting pools.
All right. So that means I get a +1 because my specialty is rodent hunting with Animal Kid.
A lot. And I will say you need at least 3 successes to succeed based on the environment that you're in.
Here we go.
Except for those of you hunting people, you will need 4 successes. This area.
So same thing, Animal Kin and Composure?
Yep.
All right. +1. Let's go. Just short. 2 successes.
9 with a crit.
say my
Okay.
specialty of blending in would play into the stealth roll for
Sure. Sure.
6.
Nice.
That's a crit.
Somebody else gonna catch you.
Okay.
Anush's
So,
losing his touch.
and Sebastian, yours was a regular crit, correct? Or was it a messy as
Yeah,
well?
it was just regular.
Okay, so what I will say for you, with 9 successes, you are very easily able to find someone who is pretty much alone. They seem to have been maybe a jogger, just running late night. It was pretty easy for you, honestly. It was almost effortlessly. So they kind of basically every decision they made seemed to have just made it easier for you to feed. And I will assume you will only take 2 points from them, but you are
Uh,
welcome to
Well,
correct me.
he was only hunger 2, so he'll just take 1.
Okay.
They live to
Uh,
jog another night.
Please tell me I find the shopkeep.
would you like to attempt to hunt the shopkeeper?
I mean, if I happen to be hunting and saw him like for food and saw him, it might just be he probably would see it as a golden opportunity presenting itself.
Cool.
Sebastian's over here like, oh god, oh god, oh god.
So you attempt to hunt for
Was
the
worried about
shopkeep.
Walt.
About half an hour later, the shop does formally close, and you see that he does step out behind the shop and into the parking lot that was behind it. And you took that opportunity to pounce, and as you do, you sink your fangs into him, and something very strange happens. You realize the blood you begin to drink is much thicker than it should be. And as you do that, you feel something smash into you with far more force than it should. I need for you to make me a strength and athletics roll.
Oh boy.
He's a ghoul. uh,
Oh.
he was completely caught off guard.
As you're drinking, the vitae that you consume tastes wonderful, and that is just enough to leave you distracted as this mortal brings his fist down and you feel it smash into your ribs, and it hurts. And as you are forced to release him, you feel at least 2 of your ribs are broken. And then you see this person turn toward you, and he begins to reach for something in his suit, only for his phone to ring, and he stops.
Oh
What do you
boy.
do?
He stops at the sound of a ringing phone from reaching for, I'm assuming, a weapon.
Yeah.
If I could get a claymore on you, just got a truncheon for no reason.
Do you do?
You trying to eat me? I grew up on St. Clair, boy. You don't know nothing about this. King's Jim. That was me.
Oh, well, he might engage with him in a little conversation. Actually, you know what? He's stopping to go for his phone. We think he has. I'm assuming he has a weapon. I think I will engage in conversation with him first, since I'm surprised by what just happened.
What do you say?
Well, looks like there's more to you than meets the eye. I'm intrigued.
He pulls out a flip phone, something rather old, and he just ignores you. And you see him begin to speak on the phone, but the language he's talking in isn't one you recognize.
Decisions.
I'm gonna. If he's ignoring me, then I'm. Well, that's disrespectful. That's just rude. So I'm gonna pull out my sword and attempt to take off that hand.
Okay. As you go forward, you hear something in whatever language they're speaking. This one comes from the other end of the phone. And as you go to attack, I need you to roll me, I believe it's intelligence and resolve to resist this. But let me double check.
I repeat, and you were worried about Walt.
Look here. We know that Walt's usually the one where we run into an issue. We all remember the alleyway.
No,
Out.
it is composure
Accident.
and wits.
Composure and wits.
That was just like the worst hunt ever, and he got super hungry. This is, here's your chance to escape. Nah, I want that smoke.
He's gonna.
Of course, Ree always getting 110. It always happens. It always happens.
3, 6, 8 successes to whatever the fuck he's rolling.
Ree out here just sponsored by Roll20.
Roll20 would like to sponsor me. They are more than welcome.
For y'all listening, Ree sitting out here with 8 successes for no reason. Just for no reason.
Give me a composure.
If Anash feels like he's needing to, resist something and it's a dangerous situation, he's gonna rouse the blood to raise. You said, to raise his resolve and gain some hunger because he's trying to eat somebody, right? So he figures, why not? I'm just gonna get it back in a minute when I eat him.
We still don't even know who the owner / master is. If they're one of the same.
Just walking right into trouble here.
You want all the smoke. Let me find out this is a keeper or the Princess Ghoul or something crazy like that.
5 with a messy crit.
Decisions are being made.
Not enough to, I mean, I don't even think if I had multiple crits, it would have been enough. But we're not that
bare
lucky.
your fangs, ready to attack, ready to judge. But the voice you hear sounds beautiful to you. It is the greatest thing you have ever heard. And as you kind of think that, you hear the voice on the other end of the phone changes, and this one is in this thick European accent. So it's hard for you to tell from where exactly. And you see the ghoul hand over the phone to you. And the other person on the line says, and I'm not even going to attempt a thick European accent. I'm not about to get canceled.
Going for a Nikolai Carpathia kind of thing.
Use your imagination. But the other person says, I hear you have a curiosity on things that belong to me. Come and see me.
How did that work out for you?
This desire, it's almost like an instinctual understanding, a pull to a specific location. And before you can really think about it, you find yourself moving, running in that direction as quickly as you can. And that is where we're going to end our session for the evening.
Either we failed forward or we.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
How come your fail works for you? Walt's fail is just like it stacks bad.
You don't know that it could definitely not be working out well for me.
I got some curios. Like
there's only one way to find out, and that is to join us next week to see where this continues. So really quickly, we'll go around and have everyone reintroduce themselves. We will start with the man of the hour, Sir Monolith.
I'm at Sir Monolith on Twitter. You can catch me there. Sometimes when I happen to be not super active there, though. Or you can catch me on another one of Ree's games on Ree's channel Sunday nights at 5:30. Wait, no, we start at 6 on Sunday. We get,
depending on the time zone.
Yeah, we get here at about. It starts at 6 o'clock Pacific.
Mm-hmm.
Or 6 p.m. Pacific, I should say, in case anybody feels like getting up really early. I'm just looking forward to seeing how this shit show pans out.
All right, next up, the amazing Earthrinker.
Oh snap! Recalled me amazing. What's up, y'all? Again, I'm Ursa Ringer. Y'all know where to find me. You can find me on YouTube at Ursa Ringer. You can find me on Twitch at Ursa Ringer Acting a Fool. You can find me on SoundCloud sometimes. You can also find me on the Cookout TTRPG, where I play games with Ree and with Ari here, who will be coming up next, where we explore all sorts of different characters. And I'm a part of a couple of campaigns there. And of course, if Ree will keep on having me, I'm going to be on ReeRoles twice a week now. Next caller.
All right, and up next, last but certainly not least, our wonderful Sombra Ari.
Hi, I'm Ari. You can find me on Twitter at Small Shadow Snack, which is just a possum emporium at this point in time. Occasionally, I am a little witty on there, but it's mostly possums. You can see me here, of course, on The Price of Power as Sebastian. I'm also over on Arythia Nights as the lovely bard Layla, who is not secretly sneaky. It's fine. You can see me with Ursa and Ree over on Kira's channel, where I am in a couple campaigns over on the Cookout TTRPG, and I'm also a player and storyteller for the Bear Pen. This upcoming Sunday is going to be our season finale of Dallas, so if you want to go tune in and watch me torment some people in BTM, it's always fun.
All right, and as for myself, you can find me running both the Vampire the Masquerade campaign here and the Arythia Nights D&D campaign every Sunday. So definitely check us out here. And then I can also be found hanging out over on the Cookout as well as the Bear Pen occasionally. And with that, I bid all of you adieu. I hope you enjoyed our story here tonight, and I hope you will join us next week to see where it goes. Thank you, and have a wonderful evening.
Get some sleep or wake up and have some fun, depending on what time.